Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Chagigah, page 25, where we find Rashi quoting the famous verse in Leviticus, "V'lifnei iver lo teiten mikshol." Literally, don't put a stumbling block in front of someone who is blind. And in addition to the literal meaning, we also interpret that to mean that if you have a person who is blind or not knowledgeable about a particular topic or subject matter, you can't give them poor advice that they're going to accept, because that's putting a stumbling block in front of them as they trust you in what you just advised. Now, this verse is mentioned over here because the Talmud on this page is discussing a situation of two brothers that inherit that of their father. And they inherit wheat and barley. Now, unless otherwise stipulated, everything is split 50-50. And if, for example, you have one brother who is extremely religious and wants to make sure that he will only take things which are dry, which is not susceptible to impurities, he cannot say, "You, brother, take the barley which is wet, and I'll take the dry wheat." Instead, they have to split everything 50-50, even if that means that this brother now will not even be able to use a lot of that which he inherited because he would consider it to be unfit for use. Now, why not? Because of this verse, you're not allowed to put a stumbling block in front of the blind, namely his brother. This brother doesn't understand the laws, or he may not even care about the laws. But that doesn't give you the right to tell him that he should do something which is wrong in order for you to do something which is proper and right. Even though it's true, this individual may not care. It doesn't make any difference. He still is bound by these laws and requirements of making sure that everything is pure, that he's not going to consume impure, improper foods. And therefore, even someone who doesn't care, you're not allowed to let them just simply take things in which are not allowed according to the Torah, which is a fascinating idea, because you could maybe justify it and say, I'm religious, you don't really care anyway, so let me take what's good for me, you'll take what's good for you, and it doesn't make any difference. The reality is, it makes a big difference. And therefore, one has to make sure it's done properly. And even in this situation, we say that we will not allow to get someone else who doesn't even necessarily care to end up doing the wrong thing.